Hey guys, Zillik here from the Thesneakybros and welcome to another episode of the Clay Soldier Civilization project. Today we're going to be looking at the Nether Reds and looking what valaine has done in the Orange Town. So my screen looks a bit weird right now, doesn't it? Minecraft and its glitches. Love it. Well, looks like there's a secret room down there actually. Is that an Easter egg? It looks like it. There's just like a hidden box down there. But yeah, Minecraft and their glitches. So yeah, welcome to the project guys. As always, it would mean a lot if you could give this video a like, give it a favourite, and make sure to send in your comments. Throughout this video I'll be picking either 5 or 6 comments from the last video and putting them on the screen just to showcase some of your user suggestions and that kind of thing. And I'll also be showing the comments of the day, which means whatever like top comment we got in the last video, I'll put it up on here. So yeah guys, it would mean a lot if you could comment on the next videos that we'll be recording, because you might actually make it into the video. So as you can see straight off, valaine has done most of this work, by the way. The only thing I kind of did was the paths and the fortress and that area right there. So valaine has he's been in charge with the housing and with the new bridges, just some extra places that we can make the Nether Reds into. Because like I said in the last video, when you're underground, architecture wise it's actually kind of hard, instead of just being on flat surfaces all the time or on a hill. So let's have a look at what valaine has changed. So we know all about here. Looks like valaine has got a little entertainment room, just kind of a mini hotel where the Reds can kind of hang out. Very cool. He's also added in another building here, greeted by 3 dismembered heads of good old Steve, and got a good old TNT block there because the Reds love their explosions. And little end cove there, pretty cool. Nothing in the chest yet, but yeah, just a nice chill area. And obviously they've got loads of libraries, and they love to learn about destruction spells and necromancy and things like that. So valaine has also upgraded the pathways. They look a lot better than they did last episode, and nothing's really changed here. So guys, what I'm going to do in this episode is I'm going to upgrade these walkways a little bit. So I'm going to create some more rooms that way and that way, and then up here there's another bridge which will lead to other places as well. I've checked your comments, and there's going to be a comment on the screen right now. Okay, so our first user suggestion comment comes from Moonlight Chow Dark Moon Slayer. I hope I said that right. Make the bridge so it leads to a war room with a map of all the other Clay Soldiers civilizations, and on the other side is a terraforming room where they are planning to transform the other world to the Nether. Very cool. I'll be taking note of that comment, and I think I'm going to turn that war room into some kind of sacrificial ritual room in the next episode. So yeah, thank you very much, Moonchild. Or should I say Moonlight Child. Thank you very much. Okay, so the next comment comes from Jamal Ricketts. He said, can you please do interactive tours of each civilization like you did in Season 1, please? We actually did the interactive tour at the start of Season 2. But yes, I've spoken to valaine. I've spoken to Up the Veil recently. And yeah, we've come to the conclusion that we are going to make a Season 3 interactive tour slightly later on in the series. So maybe in a week's time, maybe a bit sooner actually, we'll definitely do a updated version of the interactive tour, because you guys seem to love it. And we loved explaining the lore as well. So thank you very much, Jamal, for that comment. Okay, we've got another comment here. This is from Alex Collins. For the Reds, put 2 towers with a gate at the top of the bridge so they can keep unwanted visitors out. Also, add a summoning room, which they can use to build some of their army. For the Oranges, add a huge lighthouse and some secret catacombs. Oh, and welcome back, Zitlag. Thank you very much, Alex. So like I've just said with the other comment, I will be building a summoner's room in the next episode. So thank you very much for that comment. And I'm sure valaine will add a lighthouse. I'll pass that comment on to him. So thank you very much. Okay, moving on to our next comment here by the one and only Sawtooth44. I see the Nether Reds like the Dark Eldar from Warhammer 40k, collecting slaves, injected them with God knows what, and letting them fight to the death. What else has he put here? He's also added that we should add things like like small laboratories or some holding cells. So in this episode you'll actually see I built some kind of prison. Yeah, little spoiler, but there you go. So that's for you, Sawtooth. We've built a prison for you, so thank you very much for that comment. And we've got another comment here by Picket Spartan. I'm sure valaine will love this one. But have the Reds burn a mini elf tree to practice for the real deal. You know, I totally agree, Sawtooth. God damn it, why is everyone saying hashtag burn the tree? So, I'm sure in a future episode we are going to burn a tree, definitely. I'm sure valaine will love that. And then finally, we move to our very last comment. This is from Cat Comet. This is our top comment of the day because she or he got the most likes. I won't go into great detail because there's a lot to take in here, but if you want to read the whole thing, then just pause the video. But Cat Comet goes on about the lore of the Reds, and he or she goes on about the time before the clay soldiers were even in the world. So we're talking pre-season 1 here. So she's come up with, or he has come up with, a lore about how the Nether Reds and these powerful giants used to roam the land. And they got exiled into hell, basically, which is what you see the Nether. Really cool idea. Me and Up the Veil, we've actually written out the lore about what actually happened before the clay soldiers. It's very much like the human history and, you know, Darwin and all that. But you should be seeing a cinematic about the very start of the clay soldiers world itself. Hopefully soon, you know, maybe in a month's time. Keep on bugging me about it in the comments, and I'm sure I'll make that cinematic for you because I've been looking forward to it, and I've already got some of it planned out. Anyway, guys, that is all the comments. Okay, guys, welcome back. I'm on the throne right now, looking all cool. But yeah, I've made some changes since when we last spoke. So if we come to the first bridge here, as you can tell, they actually have openings now to different rooms. So we'll do the first room I did. So let's go over here. A lot of the comments, as you saw, some of them asked for some kind of just some kind of bigger library. So here we've got a nice lighting area in the middle. I've actually missed a block. Silly me. It's really hard with all this nether rack everywhere, how you have to change every single brick. But yeah, it is a self-made nether made by me, Up the Veil, and valaine. So yeah, we've got a nice library here, which was suggested in the user suggestion comments. Just a quiet area that most of the red soldiers can come and learn some magic. But then for the really high priests, for the damages, for the mages that you know, like wear like blaze rods and that kind of. Oh my god, the library's setting on fire. What the hell's going on? Why is it setting on fire now, of all times? It's been fine throughout the day, and now the library's just burning down. I might have to make some changes to that. But you get the idea. I think I'm going to have to put up some kind of safety net. But yeah, this is where the high mages will come. And I've got the enchantment box here with this weird quartz stone here, which looks pretty weird. So yeah, this is where the high mages will come to learn some of the really high powered destruction spells, which use, like, you know, the magma chambers and all, and that crazy business, you know, the fireballs, that kind of thing. I'm going to leave the library before it burns down. Do not want to be held responsible for that. do not want to make the king mad. So yeah, we come across the bridge, and this was heavily suggested as well. We come to the Reds prison, so it's looking very ominous here, with all the iron bars everywhere. It looks pretty crazy. So what's going to happen is the Reds like to capture a lot of their victims, and yeah, this is where they'll bring them. They'll bring them into the cells. As you can tell, there isn't a toilet, so you could probably guess what that is. And the prisoners can only eat what they find, so, you know, mushrooms do grow in the nether, so yeah, they have to try and grow some mushrooms and eat it, otherwise they'll starve. I mean, they're going to get sacrificed and tortured anyway. So yeah, this is one of the main cells. Only light source I have is a bit of fire to keep them warm as well. It's not the kind of place you want to be. And then there's another cell with the same size as well. Another mushroom there. Let me go down here. And these are just 1x1 rooms. As you can see, looks like that clay soldier messed himself quite a bit there. But yeah, the Reds clay soldiers, they will bring other clay soldiers to these 1x1 rooms when it's their time to be sacrificed. So yeah, they move about the different coloured clay soldiers around a lot. and then we go through here, and this leads to the prison officer's room. This has got their like kind of chill out hangout area. You know, got a jukebox so they can listen to some music while they listen to the sound of the clay soldiers being tortured. Brilliant. And then these are just banners, but it's some kind of just some kind of cover-up kind of thing. You know what they're called separators or like room dividers in the real world. But yeah, that's what I was trying to go for here. You know, just put up some room dividers, and yeah, it just separates the living area from the sleeping area. So yeah, the sleeping quarters. So you know, just got beds here, chests where they can store all their riot gear and all that goodness. And then here is all the loot they gained from the prisoners. So obviously when you're a prisoner, you've got to hand over all of your valuables and all your goods. So yeah, in here they have like, you know, ores from the dwarves, from the yellows. They have basic agriculture that they've stolen from them, or wheat, because you know the yellows love their wheat. The oranges, loads and loads of horses stored, horse meat stored in here. And yeah, so that's where all the contraband goes to. And yeah, that is all I've done for the Nether Reds so far. So guys, in the comments down below, could you tell me what these last two rooms for the Nether Reds shall be? I think this room here, I'm going to make this into some kind of summoner's room. A lot of the user suggestion ideas from the last video were saying that you should make one of the spare rooms, you should make it into some kind of ritual, spiritual area where the Reds sacrifice other different clay soldier races, and it will summon more red clay soldiers. Tell me in the comments down below what you think about that, and I'll make this into some kind of circular summoner room where they do all their crazy rituals. And obviously you've got the torture chamber down there as well. I'm not sure if you've seen it. I mean, most of you probably have. I'll quickly briefly show you. Here's a torture chamber. Yep, brilliant. Got a crazy mechanism operating table there, and you got blood splatters everywhere. So they can burn their victims, and then what's this? Oh, blood. Looks like they drain their blood. Brilliant. And obviously there's a cage there. And then for the last room, I did actually have an idea. No, this was in the comments as well. Sorry if I haven't mentioned you, but you know who you are. A lot of people were suggesting to build some kind of fight pit. You know how the black brawlers, you know, the tribesmen, they have their kind of black brawler arena. Well, I think we're going to have some kind of red arena here as well, in this direction. So yeah, it's going to be some kind of fire pit. And yeah, they just got to fight to the death, and then the winner gets a good last meal before he gets sacrificed. I don't know, I'm just guessing here. But guys, leave it in the comments down below what you think these last two rooms should be. But I think one of them should be a summoner ritual room, and one of them should be a fire pit room. So yeah, thank you very much for your comments. It's been an honour. I'm so glad that I'm back working on the project. Valaine's going to be working on the oranges in the next episode, hopefully. And guys, we've got a new Clay Soldiers series coming as well, which is going to be involved with the Clay Soldiers lore, but it's going to be more heavily battle and war based. So it will still take on the lore, but there'll be a hell of a lot more battles. It's going to focus on the Age of War Season 3. So yeah, I most likely will hopefully upload one of those today. If not, it'll most likely be the next day when I upload the new Clay Soldier series. So guys, give this video a like and give it a favourite. Make sure to leave your comments down below, and you might be featured in the next video. Anyway guys, I've been Sitlag, and I'll see you next time.